Portion of the news is brought to you by Shell Ultra Low Sulfur Diesel.
Welcome back. If you didn't get the chance to attend the second annual festival One Bahamas this weekend, you probably missed a lot. Hundreds went to Fort Charlotte to taste and drink the best rum-flavored dishes and beverages on sale and enjoy some good old Bahamian music. It also provided exposure for a cross-section of vendors from small, medium-sized, and large enterprises. The nation's leader, Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie, visited the event last night and applauded the organizers' efforts.
The way to take an ancient fort that is just sitting here and turn it into a festival site, and to give people, the common person, an opportunity to come up here and sell, to give companies, right, an opportunity to show their products. This is what countries like ours need, to be able to not only entertain and give options to our citizens, but also to take advantage of the fact that we have a dynamic tourism industry, and tourists want to see something different. They want to have a real experience of the country itself.
This is an example of how we can promote what exists. We don't lose anything when we integrate our effort.
In other news, this Sunday, the Constitutional Commission was in Harbour Island, Eleuthera, Friday night for its forum on the gender equality bills. Cleopatra Murphy was at the meeting held at St. John's Anglican Church Parish Hall and tells us one bill is still not sitting well with some.
The political opposition of some to the gender equality bills, namely Bill 4 that seeks to eliminate discrimination based on sex, has some adamantly stating they will vote against it. One of those persons is Gregory Strawn, who says he does not support the bill perceived as a gateway for gay marriage, but will vote yes to the other three. Strawn says the discourse by supposedly educated people like politicians and lawyers has caused confusion around the bill, and he believes others will also vote no because of it.
I can't support something that's confusing. It's just not clear, you know? My mind tells me not to go for it because it's not clear, because you're getting all these confusing. But I'm going to have to evaluate it more, perhaps, and look at it maybe differently.
On the other hand, Harbour Island resident Dorothy Knowles, who along with Strawn attended the Constitutional Commission's forum on the bills Friday night, says she supports all. She believes Bahamians should not listen to the opinions of others, but seek out information for themselves.
Bahamians, I don't think we like to read, so we listen to what other people say, and every time you listen, first and second, third information is always bad. But if we read, like I said, knowledge is power, and I think them coming over here this evening, very informative message, and they spoke from their hearts, they spoke intelligently. I know Ms. Nordich personally, and I was very impressed.
In the meantime, Administrator for North Eleuthera Jolton Johnson says the forum successfully presented the facts of the bill and believes it brought clarity for himself and residents.
I think the presentation was very, very informative, and the person that were here, they felt as if their questions, the questions that they had were all answered, and they went away feeling good about it, and now they know how to vote whenever the referendum comes up.
The commission will travel to Bimini on Tuesday for a forum at the Louise McDonald High School. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.
More than 300 boaters from all over the world attended the 35th annual Georgetown Cruising Regatta in Exuma this weekend. This year's theme was Return to Margaritaville and featured 3 races for the cruisers as well as a rally to be held in Long Island. At last night's closing reception on Stocking Island, Ministry of Tourism's Product Development Manager in Exuma, Charmaine DeVoe, was very impressed with the turnout.
At their opening night, which would have been with their variety show, huge turnout, fabulous. Up to that point, we had over 350 boats in the harbor, and they're continuing down because they come down for the cruising regatta, then they're going to race down to Long Island, they're going to come back in time for the Bahamian Music and Heritage Festival, and then they hang around for the National Family Island Regatta, and then they start sailing further south.
Still in news from Exuma, 116 public servants participated in the Ministry of Public Services 21st Century Leadership Seminar in Georgetown, Exuma last week. Topics like enhancing your professional image, writing in the public service, communication between genders, and understanding yourself as a manager were discussed. It was all in an effort to equip public service employees with the tools to enhance their job responsibilities. Lead instructor Mark Bethel emphasized the need for these Exuma workers to always display their best on the job.
The training department must be more inclusive, we must be more national, and we must have a more presence in not only in Nassau but in the Bahamas. And so with that new mandate from Undersecretary Delancey and with the team at the training department, we feel that we starting with Exuma and with the new administrator Neil Campbell, we are able to kick this off to a brand new start in this brand new year.
The winners of last week's Academy Awards, or American Oscars, are still making headlines 1 week after getting their trophy. Well, that goes too for the winners of the annual Bahamian Oscars held the same night. Our TV's Munnings attended the star-studded event held at Compass Point.
And the winner of the Haven Award is When Pigs Swim, directed by Charlie Smith.
Receiving the first Haven Award on Bahamian Oscar night was a treat for supporters of the Bahamian film industry. Modeled after the American Oscars, the Bahamas International Film Festival honored one of its avid patrons, the late Sam Haven. And judges tell us it wasn't easy to select the best Bahamian feature film, actress, actor, or director.
Actually pleasantly surprised. They were all very good submissions. I was actually kind of jealous that I wasn't in the movies, you know, because I'm an actress.
So we have a lot of talent and a lot of work really goes into film, so hopefully that everybody appreciates that kind of thing.
BIF President Leslie Vanderpool Wallace champions the promotion of Bahamian filmmakers and the industry.
I feel that all the Bahamian films should be supported at the in the theater where they are. Maybe the short films are shown before feature films, or even the theaters hosting a week-long celebration of Bahamian films.
We promote them all the time as much as we can. Whenever they give us their product, we try to get that product outside the country.
And how has it been received?
We received very well.
TV's Munnings, ZNS Network News.
And that does it for this portion of the news. The best in women's basketball proving their talent on the court. Kelsey Johnson has the highlights up next in sports.